Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at my top 5 SMGs inside of Call of Duty Mobile, and my personal favourite, loadouts for them. Also, I've got a sore voice, so I might sound a little different today. Just before we get into the video, make sure to go ahead and subscribe because we're trying to get to 20,000 subscribers before June. And also, make sure to go ahead and join my Discord server. I'll be linking that in the pinned comment down below.
Yeah, sorry guys, I think I had something stuck in my throat there. Not quite sure. I think I just got a mild cold or whatever. But yeah, with all of that aside, let's just go ahead and hop right into the video. Now, just in case you guys didn't know, on screen right now we have the HG40, and that is going to be the gun that's coming in at the honorable mention. So basically all the SMGs besides from the top 5 SMGs that I'm displaying on this list are kind of not very good. So the HG40, in my opinion, has one of the best iron sights out of all the remaining SMGs, and the movement feels really clean on this gun as well. So I do think the HG40 is worth using as an honorable mention for the top 5 guns. Alright, so coming in at the number 5 spot, we have the GKS. Now, the GKS is one of those more mid-range to long-range SMGs, and it's not really that viable at close range, but it can be used at close range. Now, the loadout that I currently have on this gun is super great to use. I've been using it for many months now, and it was first introduced to the game through Tectonic. In case you guys didn't know, he is a pro player, and he basically brought the GKS into the fame that it now has, and this loadout kind of, pioneered the way. So yeah, the GKS is a really great gun to use, and it absolutely lasers people. Very minimal recoil, great iron sight, just lacks a little bit in the close range capabilities, but as I said before, it's much better at mid and long ranges. GKS does get sort of outshined by other guns on this list, so that's why it's in the number 5 spot. But I still do think it is a super fun gun to use, and I would definitely recommend for you to put this in your loadout. As you guys can see on screen right now, this gun absolutely shreds on a map like Fire Range, due to the fact that you can engage in longer range fights and also closer range fights if you wish to. And yeah, that's basically this SMG. Super versatile, really fun to use. As you guys can see, I'm just wallbanging a bunch of kids here, and it has quite a bit of ammo as well. Good recoil control, good iron sight, however, just lacks a bit at close range. And yeah, that's the GKS. Coming in at the number 4 spot, we have the RUS-79U. Now, the RUS-79U has been one of my favorite SMGs inside of this game for multiple seasons now. I started using this gun back in Season 2 when it was in its main prime, and I'm still loving the feel of the gun now, even though it's sort of like an AR meta, but it is sort of shifting to an SMG meta, so I do still quite like this gun. But yeah, it's just been super fun to use. The iron sight is absolutely great. Movement speed is great as well. It's just super great, and I honestly think it is just sort of a better version of the GKS. GKS doesn't feel as reliable as the RUS, and I feel like every time you use the RUS, I'm always going to get a good result out of it, and I'm always going to beat, guns that are unstoppable like the Man of War and stuff. It just makes you feel really great about yourself, and the feeling of the RUS is really what makes this gun, very usable and gives it the number 4 place. As you guys can see on screen right now, I'm using it on Raid, and it's absolutely shredding. Raid is one of those maps that, you can take more medium to longer range fights, and this is really the prime of the RUS right now, because it isn't the QXR, it isn't the QQ9 or the Fennec. It is a more versatile version of an SMG, and that's just what I really love about this gun. But yeah, that's the RUS coming in at the number 4 spot. Now, coming in at the number 3 spot, we have the Fennec. Now, I think we can agree that the Fennec is the close range king of Call of Duty Mobile. It has an insane fire rate, has great hip fire, it has super high damage at close ranges, and it's just so fun to use. As you guys can see, at close range, it is so hard to beat, even with, ARs and stuff. This gun just shreds. Now, the downsides of the Fennec are damage drop-off at longer ranges, and also the the large amount of recoil that this gun possesses. So this gun does require a bit more skill to use, even with no recoil loadouts. It's not easy recoil to control. So I would recommend, if you're new to the game and you want to use the Fennec, to use and definitely use a no recoil loadout. The loadout that I have on the screen right now, it does require a little bit of recoil control. However, it has very minimal recoil, and it's super beginner friendly to use, and it has pretty good movement speed as well, really good ADS speed, and I think it's a really good all-rounded loadout. So make sure to watch until the end of this gameplay just to get the loadout, because I think it's absolutely amazing. But yeah, the Fennec is just, it is so fun to use. Makes you feel like you're flying. It's one of those guns. It's not like slow and bulky like an LMG. It is very fast, very effective, and it gets the job done when you need to get that job done. Yeah, that's the Fennec at the number 3 spot. Coming in at the number 2 spot, we have the QXR. Now, the QXR is just one of those SMGs that can universally be agreed to be one of the best SMGs inside of the game. This gun, if you slap on a monolithic suppressor, it is super great, chucking enhanced bolt. The fire rate increases as well. It is really great, honestly. The rate of fire, the damage, the recoil control, everything is so great about this gun. And especially the movement speed. I love the movement speed on this gun, and the iron sight too. In fact, I could just keep going down a list of all the things that the QXR is great as, and I don't think that list would ever end. So I'm just saying, QXR definitely coming into the meta, especially with the buff of the number 1 gun on this list, which I'm pretty sure you guys already know, but I'm still not going to say their name because, we've got to make the suspense. Yeah, QXR, super great to use. As you can see, I'm rocking it on the new map Shoot House right now. It is a bit more of a close range map. However, the QXR is usable at medium ranges, especially with the monolithic suppressor loadout that I currently have on this gun. Yeah, it's just got such fast fire rate that if you miss a couple shots, it really honestly just doesn't matter too much. And yeah, it's sort of like a Fennec, but just not as specialized at close range, but also, a bit more usable at medium ranges and that type of stuff. But yeah, that's basically all I have to say about the QXR. It's an amazing gun, super fun to use. And let's just go ahead and hop into the next gun. Coming in at the number 1 spot, we have none other than the QQ9. Now, I'm pretty sure all of you guys saw this coming. The QQ9 recently just got a buff, and it is absolutely insane. I'm pretty sure 4 shots with an insane rate of fire. So this gun's just super great. The strafing speed is absolutely amazing, no matter what loadout you put on with this gun. This is my monolithic loadout loadout, so it does have a little bit more range. But you can check out I think I've made like 2 other QQ9 videos recently, so if you want to go check those out, I have more of a really close range loadout for the QQ9 and more of a mid-range long range one, and this is sort of a combination of both. So I really hope you guys have been enjoying the video so far, because it has taken a bit of effort. Yeah, these past 2 weeks have not been a good time. It's just been super busy for me, so content has been a little bit hard to get out. But however, we've still got this video out, and I think in this game I dropped like 40 kills with the QQ9, so it just really goes to show how insane this gun is. And it really doesn't require too much skill, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I've barely played in the past 2 weeks, to be honest, and I'm still shredding with this gun on standoff right here, as you guys can see. So QQ9 is super great. I don't really think I have to say too much about it. If you guys just use this gun inside of ranked and stuff, it's just insane. And the buff of the QQ9 is also really good, because it's sort of influenced the meta to change, and we're sort of shifting to an more SMG meta now. But before we had all man of wars and that type of stuff, but now we're switching to SMGs a bit more, and that's what I really love about this QQ9 buff and the sort of influence that it's just bringing into this game. It's just absolutely amazing. The gun is super great. I've always loved the QQ9 from the moment it was released, and I think a lot of pro players have too. So yeah, that's going to be the top 5 guns list. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and also happy April Fools, especially for the intro of the video. But yeah, I think that's probably going to be the end. That's all I have to say. I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.